Good day. Thank you for joining us on New Media One. And we're here today with Toni Eliaz. He's the task manager for mobile innovation for development at the World Bank, and also Rick Doerr from the World Bank and Dr. Edmund Mansour. Now, Mr. Eliaz was in Antigua conducting a focus group on the development of apps. He had a one-day seminar here, and he'll give us an update on exactly how that went. Toni?
Thank you. I'm very happy to be here today. Basically, we have one very simple goal: to make the Caribbean one of the greatest regions where new mobile-based innovation will grow. We've been running a number of local workshops in a number of islands, and Antigua was one of them. Our goal is really to try to see what are the local realities, what sort of a talent there is, and what can the World Bank do to help to accelerate this talent to take their ideas to the market and eventually to become a sustainable and scalable businesses. The global app industry, as we call it, has grown, and it's grown very, very fast. So it's a big market for new ventures, as well as very talented aspiring entrepreneurs, either to create applications and services for the global market, as well as then also look into the local market and see what sort of services, what sort of content is missing, and tap into that opportunity.
So who are the persons that you were targeting at this workshop?
Well, if I would talk about the how to really get into new innovation and the kind of innovation ecosystem, as we call it, it requires an enabling environment. And that enabling environment means government, private sector, universities and other higher educational institutions, potentially civil society. So it is really a combination of collaborative forces where people work together and offer these opportunities to new entrepreneurs, as well as existing entrepreneurs that may have new business ventures. So we wanted to have a group throughout all these key stakeholder groups and get their feedback on a number of assumptions that we've made once we've been preparing a business plan for this 5-year intervention. Initially funded by the Canadian government through CEDA, and then InfoDev is the World Bank's implementing agency that's eventually going to select local partners and regional partners to run this program.
And Rick, how was the reception?
It was good. It was great to hear feedback directly from people who will be involved. There's only so much you can do from your desk, so getting direct feedback on the ground really pushed the idea of that's going to be within the business plan forward.
And Dr. Mansour, mobile app startups. I'm sure this is an area that you're really excited about.
Well, it certainly has been on our agenda for the last 18 months, and the timing of the visit by the World Bank InfoDev team is very propitious. We have been in dialogue with other representatives of the World Bank, but the push towards identifying which countries in the Caribbean have the requisite skill sets and the requisite ICT environment to propel app development as a core and successful business is very important to us. And in this regard, we will continue this collaboration, and we definitely want to say to young Antiguans and Barbudans who have an interest in this area that the time to get on board is now. And this is a collaborative effort between the Ministry of Information, the Office of the Prime Minister, the World Bank, obviously, the Investment Authority, and other agencies. And so I am hopeful that Antigua will be selected as one of the countries that the World Bank deems fit to have some young people develop apps. I think this is a very, very, very a useful area for services in Antigua. And as you know, Nashita, we've been trying to develop the services sector.
Okay, so the World Bank will be going to other islands, and how soon before we can hear back which island you've selected to work along with this, to work along and have this program launch fully?
Yeah, so basically the EPIC program that the CEDA is funding at the moment, we're just finalizing our preparational stages, and as a part of the stage for the mobile innovation aspect, we're finalizing this business plan, which includes an annual cycle of certain activities. Now, that will be finalized in January, and we will be launching in around December, January, the first round of expressions of interest calls for regional partners to run the regional activity. And then once the regional coordinator has been selected, basically a couple of months later, we'll select the local partners. It will be open and transparent selection process, so the typical expressions of interest, requests for proposals, and then we'll go through the proposals and basically we'll select the local partners through that. So I would say that the activity itself will probably start on the ground where the app developers and entrepreneurs will benefit around mid next year.
If you can briefly speak to this area of mobile apps, how big is this industry right now?
Well, there has been billions and billions and billions of downloads of different mobile apps. I mean, if you look at the worldwide market, there's more than 6 billion subscriptions at the moment. Obviously, many of these are in the smartphones, but I would say even a bigger group is in the typical feature phones. But even those phones are nowadays having capability of internet access, running local apps or apps that are kind of hosted in the internet. So the growth has been amazing. And I can't tell you exactly what the size of the market is in dollar values, but we've done lots of research, and indeed earlier this year we just released a Maximizing Mobile report that InfoDev did in collaboration with our ICT sector unit, and that looked at the different aspects of the app economy, from how it can generate new jobs and new businesses to mobile banking, to mobile healthcare, to mobile education. Basically, this is a cross-cutting sector. Actually, any other industry will benefit by utilizing this new technology, and it is an amazing opportunity at the moment to any local entrepreneurs here in Antigua.